Hi, I'm Victoria and I'm a child psychiatrist. We all have innate parent powers, and I'm here to tell you about step 4 of starting to use them in a mindful and positive way. And that step is all about your influence as a parent. So I'll be talking about when does your influence end or does it continue through life? The really important thing to understand as a parent is that actually your influence does not end. It continues from before your child is even born to probably all through their adult life, unless they specifically decide to not spend any time with you when they're adults. You will be influencing their life for the whole of that time. A lot of people are aware that there is a lot of influence that we have in the very first year of life, or maybe the first 3 years of life. And that's because at that time the brain is developing very rapidly, and parents often affect how that develops through the interaction they have with their child. So often there's a lot of an emphasis on that when you read about child development. But what people don't talk about very much is that there's actually another huge jump in a brain upgrade, basically in a software upgrade, when you get to adolescence. The brain changes a lot, and at that time it's also very, very susceptible to influences around it. Of course, at that time peer influence also becomes important, but parent influence remains very, very important. And a lot of studies have shown that adolescents continue to feel that their parents' culture is important to them, even as they're moving towards being with their peers. And really, when your children become a bit older, the important thing you model to them is how you renegotiate that relationship. Because, of course, your relationship with your child changes from when they're little to when they grow up. And it's important to keep updating that relationship and to keep being sensitive to what they need. And that's what it's very important to model, so that they understand that that's how relationships work. And the other thing that you do that's very important as a parent when they're a bit older is to create that safe space for them to explore, because you will always be their safe space if that's how they've come to understand you. And having a safe space for your adolescent allows them to go out and explore the world and to not be scared by it, to be more bold. And nobody else can provide that for them. Even their peers don't provide the safe space in the same way that you can. And as they grow up, they continue to think about what you think, to wonder how you're going to react to things, and that still shapes their behaviour. Even if as a parent you might not feel that, because they might act differently to how you want them to, it will be in their mind and it will be weighing on them if they're doing something different from what they know that you would like. So don't underestimate the huge importance that you have on your child. Have a think where your child is now. You continue to have a big influence on them, even if they're out of being babies. So think wisely about how you can use your parent powers to influence them in a positive way.